Hugh Kellenberger, Dustin Dopirak, Zach Osterman.
This is the best location ScoopTalk has ever had.
We are standing
down.
in the approximate space where the Pritch left the Earth. It was a Space Jam, Michael Jordan style reach back and dunk, according to Verdell Jones, which I think is an accurate explanation for what happened when Tom Pritchard decided to unleash the Pritch.
We don't know where any of this came from, but one way or another. I mean, I don't think I've ever reacted to anything in this arena like I reacted to that.
Oh,
like,
no.
I was utterly
it was
unbelievable.
Right,
really
right.
This was even more unbelievable than Tijon at the top of the 131.
That's hard to believe, but that's saying something.
Yeah, Tijon on the 131 was pretty high, but Tom Pritchard suddenly dunking. And then my favorite part in the post game said instincts took over. he tried a second dunk on the other end. It didn't work.
That would have absolutely brought the house down. Because I think
that's the dunk
over
where he got 2 free throws and made them both.
He made them both.
Yeah, which is just
so
surprising.
it's really it's all coming
really
full
he
circle
made
at
it
this
even
point.
more impressive.
There were so many. Okay, let's focus. Indiana defeated number 18 Minnesota. It's the second win against a top 25 opponent in a week. So
they had not done it in Tom Crean's career, and they did it twice in a matter of 6 days.
In 6 days.
Yeah. And it happened in such a manner that defies explanation.
Logic.
Tom Pritchard dunked. Tom Pritchard made 2 free throws, and then after that, Blake Hopper missed 2 of his own. That's ridiculous.
Blake Hopper doesn't miss free throws.
He doesn't.
He doesn't make free throws.
It was. He took the technical free throw because Victor Oladipo got a technical for hanging on the rim. Tom Crean admitted afterwards that he was not at all upset.
How
can you be?
Right.
First of all, I really think there was a case to be made for Vic had somebody. He could feel something down there.
He did.
More than that, he was holding with one hand. Victor Oladipo can hold himself on the rim with one hand.
I will grant you that there was somebody under there. I thought him twisting was a little too much.
that was probably where it got.
The Pritch does not twist.
The Pritch is all power.
Let's be serious. The fact that he gets up that high is plenty. That's
his head was like above the square.
Yeah.
Guys, is there a way to explain what has happened to this team? Did they really just like wake up one day and go, "We're going to be winners now"?
I don't know. I can't explain anything that happened today. I mean, just considering all that we've just explained.
The sun coming up.
Consider like all that just happened. Like,
sun never came up.
I mean, yeah. No, it didn't.
Pritchard
like,
did, though.
There's really nothing you could tell me about like the world that I would disagree with you on now. Because if Tom Pritchard can do that, then pretty much everything I thought I knew was probably incorrect.
I mean,
so I don't even know.
And we're not being mean to Tom Pritchard.
No idea.
It is just something we have never seen before. The players and the coaches swear that they see this guy. Verdell said he has dunked on everyone in practice.
Yeah. Like
this is
Derek
just the
said,
first time
you're afraid of making Tom mad at practice. He's the guy you don't want to make mad.
Yeah.
Like
maybe
he was averaging 1.7 points a game coming into this. Yeah, perhaps. Maybe that was it. Maybe
water's better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, I feel like this is one of those cliche times where a coach uses it. I think I said that in my post-game column. You know, they figured it out. What is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It is where Indiana has finally found a set of tools or characteristics or whatever that it is realized make it successful. And it has figured out a way to reproduce those.
Right, but I think what was interesting tonight is how much they did that was different. They mixed up defenses
That's
a ton.
true.
Yeah.
I think, for all that the heat, I think that Tom Crean was getting in terms of being an in-game coach and stuff like that, and we maybe went on over that a little bit. He's been what he's done the last 3 games in-game, things that he's kind of added to both offensively and defensively have been really impressive. I mean, he said tonight there were a lot of times where they go 3 different possessions, 3 straight possessions, 3 different defenses. There was a lot of triangle 2 tonight, a lot of box and 1 tonight. A lot of stuff meant to deal with a front line that's the biggest in the Big Ten, just way bigger than what Indiana was dealing with. And they managed to get it done. They caused turnovers. They held them to,
And it was a Minnesota team that lost one of its perimeter guys in DeVoe Joseph.
Yeah.
And
lost another one.
Lost an Al Nolan. So really is playing with a shooting guard and 4 power forward center types.
3 power forward center types and a small forward. But still,
that Indiana.
But Indiana took advantage of that.
Yeah, no, I mean, when was the last time we said Indiana took advantage of even an obvious weakness in a Big Ten opponent? I mean, it's
right.
Is this kind of that team that Tom Crean and I know you guys weren't there as much in the beginning, but Tom used to talk about how his playbook is so thick. And that he wasn't even introducing half or a third of it because he was trying to ease the guys in. And this was his first year when they were all freshmen, they were all new. But I mean, is this kind of the kind of team that Tom Crean wants to have? This team that will do like 80 different things. I mean, we'll throw everything at you.
I don't think he thought it was.
And it will all be. I mean, it will all be measured. I mean, there's a reason they're running the triangle in 2. There's a reason they're running the box in 1. But at the same time, it does seem there were times where Minnesota tonight, offensively and defensively, looked like they just wanted to throw their hands up and say, what is going on? Whether it's Tom Pritchard leaving the ground for a 2-handed putback dunk, or it's Blake Hoffarber just being absolutely taken out of the offense to the point that he got into something I didn't totally see it, some kind of shoving match scuffle thing. I mean, he had Daniel Moore tucked in his back pocket whenever Moore was on the floor. It was impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
Moore
a way
was
though that necessity has really driven so much. I think there's like, how often did Daniel Moore get on the floor at the beginning of this year? Or how often did Matt Roth get on the floor at the beginning of this year? And yet those guys have just done a ton. I mean, there were a lot of cases maybe where, like you don't want to take it so far as to say this team's better without Christian Watford, or it's better without Verdell Jones doing as much. I don't think that's the case. But in the same way, they're finding out a lot about guys who have to play more, play longer. I mean, obviously Jeremiah Rivers has had to do a lot lately, had to play a lot more minutes. They've been able to just kind of bring him out there and just stick him on somebody. And he gave Hoffarber a lot of problems today than Daniel Moore did, and a lot of guys did. So, but like necessity is making a lot of things happen here. They came in knowing that they were going to be undermanned. It's like, okay, we're not going to even try to do anything conventional. We're going to come up with other things because we have to come up with other things.
Is it making things clearer? I mean, I've tried to figure out a way to say this over the last 3 games. Is the shorter rotation and the absence of so many points from your lineup almost making things clearer for guys to say,
maybe
there are less options now. I mean, don't count on Christian scoring 18 points a game because he's not going to play tonight. Here's what you have to do.
Right. And Matt Roth kind of,
it's very clear. It's very simple. You have to do this. You have to stop Blake Hoffarber.
Right. Yeah. And if you're Matt Roth, you got to go out there and shoot 3-pointers. Shoot threes. Because we need you to shoot.
If you shoot 3 of 10, then that's 9 points that we didn't have, that you were not producing earlier
We can't be satisfied any longer with you being a decoy to allow somebody else to do something.
Stop ball faking when you have an open 3.
Right. And that's the thing, is that if you look it up and down this roster, and it's been the truth, I think, in all 3 games, everyone is giving their maximum contribution. They're giving what they... Right. There's nobody who's playing poorly. The very least you can say, they're just solid. They're baseline. There's even Bobby Capabianco tonight. When he fouls somebody, he fouls.
That's true.
He was playing.
He makes it count.
He was playing pretty good defense in the box and 1 and the triangle 2 when he was in there. He's not an offensive force, but if he can set screens without getting called for a foul on him, he sets a pretty decent screen, and he can be useful in the low post because if you do get loose, he's gonna make you feel it.
Yeah. Yeah,
so everyone is giving something, and this team that has no set hierarchy, that there's no set leader. Kind of Verdell is kind of that guy, Jordan's kind of that guy, but there's no set like those are our seniors, those are our juniors, those are our freshmen. It's just here are the Hoosiers. Yeah. And so everyone giving their little bit is adding up to a winning combination.
Yeah.
And
don't know where that was before, and again, like you said, it was a bigger rotation.
I think Zach's onto something by shortening the rotation and force guys to realize their potential.
Well, it's like you said. I mean, it's like Matt Roth. We don't care if you take 10, 12 3-point shots. If you hit 4 of them, then you just quintupled or whatever your season average.
Right.
I mean, think about how much more you just brought by going 4 of 12 from behind the line, or tonight 3 of 10 from behind the line, than you were bringing. That's what we need.
Right, and what does it do when Jeremiah Rivers is suddenly shooting a jumper?
Yeah.
Like, suddenly teams have to respect that, and it helps other guys get open.
Or Tom Pritchard is
dunking from here.
Let's end on that.
Putting the poster on Ralph Sampson III.
Dunk from here.
I wonder what Ralph Sampson II thinks about what happened tonight.
I think Ralph Sampson II just to stop watching.
Mute.
Oh. That's bad. Thanks, everybody, as always, for watching.